My workouts are better than influencers. Hamstring addiction. All right, guys and girls, since this series has been going so well and you all have been loving it, giving it views, I think every one of them have over 1,000 now, which is incredible. What I want to think about here is let's get into hamstrings, as I promised in this quad version. So with hamstrings, if you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you know that I love them big, juicy, and hanging. And to me, the best way to do that is how John taught me all these years ago, is with lying and seated leg curls. Do them till you're blue in the face. Sadly, what you're getting shown on the internet is all this fancy stuff that looks great on paper or may feel good with lighter loads, but aren't going to give you the mass and the density that you're really after. So let me start off by showing you the 3 that I absolutely hate. Exercise number 1, the dumbbell leg curl. Now, if you watch this video, you'll see that I actually have done this in the past because I didn't have any other options. Or if I'm in a garage gym, I like this exercise. But if I have access to an actual lying leg curl that's loaded with a cable and feels great, I'm never going to do this. I'm just not. Over this, I'll even do the banded lying leg curl that I've done on this video. Both of those are gonna be better options than this dumbbell lying leg curl because one, if I'm by myself, it's damn near impossible to get the thing into place if it's a dumbbell that I need. So for me on this, anywhere between 80 and 100 typically feels great. You can also do these on the ground and pick it up by yourself the best way, but even then, like you're getting like this much contraction range and you can't stretch the hamstring. And if you bring it up too far, you lose all the tension. So doing these either lying or off of a bench just isn't ideal for either setup or for the actual exercise execution. Next up, the Bosu hamstring curl. Now, when you do these, will your hamstrings burn? Yes, but you aren't really loading them. I don't know how much weight is actually pushing through my heels, but it's not nearly what I can do on the leg curl over them. So all day long, like, does this feel good? This is a great activation exercise, or if you have trouble feeling your hamstrings, maybe start out with 5 sets of 5 here to begin your workout that I would consider as non-working. But at the end of the day, it's too much balance, stability, right to left, trying to dig your heels in. If your heels slip, you're gonna fall off of it. Like, again, too much stress and anxiety for me, where I can do a literal seated leg curl here and get an even better contraction. And then lastly here is gonna be the non-supported single leg RDL. I know that you'll see crazy professional athletes do these. You'll see incredibly smart trainers post about the effectiveness of it. Guess what? In order to do these and do them right, it requires way too much thought, effort, and energy towards balance and stabilization. If I can do these with 150-pound dumbbells with 2 arms and technically be loading 300 pounds on me plus my upper body weight, that's a way better cost reward there for me, in my opinion, where I have to think about 0 balance. So this single leg I've done again in the past, and I actually like it if I'm bracing myself. But honestly, I would just do these both legs at the same time, get more bang for my buck, more efficiency in the gym because it's taking half of the time to actually do it, and I can load it heavier. So throw all 3 of these in the trash. I'm gonna show you what to do. Both of these are 1A, 1B to me. I use these interchangeable. Seated leg curls, I know is what everyone says on the internet now is the right thing to do. But honestly, I like seated and I like lying leg curls. I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on this because if you're a follower of this channel, you know how much I believe in them. I like all different approaches. I like top set back off. I like the John Meadows special, which is a triple drop set with partials and an iso hold. I like a ton of reps and then partials. Lower the weight, meaning make it harder, lower it on the stack, so make it heavier, and then do less reps and less partials. Lower it again, making it heavier, doing less reps and less partials. So all different ways. You can do 5 sets of 15. You could do a pyramid of 20, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8. All different ways you can do this. I like either one of these exercises until I'm blue in the face. Like, I interchange them literally every other week because that's how great they feel to me. If I'm doing a hamstring dominant day, I'll do both. And you can even do the lying leg curl 1 leg at a time. So even another great variation here. Both these feel great. They completely destroy my hamstrings. And the reason I talk to them together is I view them as one piece. There's not a lot of variation and difference for me. Both give me the same pump, both give me the same stretch, both give me the same contraction. So I know people argue with that, but it's just the truth, guys. So do both these leg curls. They are the GOATs of hamstring training, in my opinion. And there's a reason I love them and have seen so much progress off of them, personally and with clients. And lastly, guys, I mentioned this earlier with the other RDL. I'm just gonna do a double arm dumbbell RDL. I like this over the barbell because it feels safer for my back. Now, if your gym doesn't have very heavy dumbbells, meaning they only say go to 80s or 100, you're gonna have to opt for the barbell because that's not very heavy once you start getting stronger. So pay close attention to my range of motion. I'm not going all the way down to where the dumbbells touch the floor. I'm going about mid-shin and then coming up. Now, with this, since it's a hamstring video, I'm not flexing my glutes to the top. I'm stopping short of contraction with my glute to keep all the tension on the hamstring. That's something that, again, another technique that John taught me years ago of every other week when I did RDLs, you focus on the hamstring by not locking the glute out. So with this, I'm keeping constant tension on the hamstring, go down, get a good stretch, come up to what he would consider a 3/4 lockout, but to me, it's just shy of a glute contraction, and then right back down to the next one. So there's my 3 guys: seated leg curls, lying leg curls, dumbbell RDL. Do those, do them hard, sets, reps. For hamstrings, I like 8 to 15. For RDLs, I like 8 to 10. Sets, 2 to 3 per one. I'm telling you, you do 6 hard sets or 9 hard sets of those 3 exercises, you'll be walking away with a killer hamstring pump and you'll be sore tomorrow. If you like this video, guys, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, Krebs TV.